This next wine we jump into is a really fantastic wine. Out of Pouilly-Fume, this is a Jonathan-Didier Pabiot Elisa, or Elisa, pardon me, Pouilly-Fume. And, you know, I just tasted this wine for the first time. Oh my goodness, this wine is electric. There's so much intensity and so much power coming off of the wine. What I understand is that this wine is actually biodynamic.
Yes.
So it's going further than the organic certification into almost a lunar calendar. And do you want to talk a little bit about what that means to you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I was really excited when Seth, he definitely wanted to showcase Pouilly-Fume, and they have a cool pairing there. It's a kampachi sashimi with preserved pears and salted kiwi. That sounds delicious. But yeah, biodynamic. So it's sort of like ramped up organic in a way. It was founded in the 1930s by a gentleman named Rudolf Steiner, who also invented kindergarten, by the way. But essentially, it's like treating the farm or the vineyard as its own sort of living entity. So everything is also farmed by the lunar cycle. So it's really in touch with sort of the earth and the atmosphere, but everything is treated with sort of a natural predator. So rather than, let's say, applying sprays to sort of, you know, mitigate risks in the vineyard, rather than do that, they actually encourage like beneficials that will fight that. And so everything is sort of living in unity in the vineyard. There's also some stuff that people sometimes think is a little hooey. Like burying a cow horn with manure in it in the vineyard, but it's all supposed to just add to the health of the vineyard and really just treat it like it's a living entity.
You would say that there's so much intensity and vibrancy coming off of this glass, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And you can tell that it comes from very, very healthy grapes. There's this kind of verve, this almost life force to the wine. A lot of persistence, just really great composition, nice cut, but there's also some richness to the wine.
Yeah.
You know, I would not say that this is a light, lean, sharp, crisp Sauvignon Blanc, although it has that cut. There's some power here. There's some development. There's this beautiful kind of like tropical kind of floral intensity to it. And I would say everything about this wine's intense except for the mouthfeel. It has this beautifully polished kind of like long, elegant kind of mouthfeel to it that, you know, I'm really impressed with this wine.
It's kind of has this quiet intensity, right? Yeah. It's not going to knock you over the head with it, but you pay attention to the wine and there's so much there. And I like the way you describe it too. I do think this wine has a great energy, which I think often biodynamic wines have.
Yes.
I'm not saying I can blind taste a biodynamic wine and say, oh, for sure this is biodynamic, but I do find that overall they have an
this
energy.
Freshness, this liveliness,
Exactly. And this particular producer, I think, was sort of a philosophical disciple of
Didier Pabiot. And the wine's born from 3 of the classic soil compositions there. Kimmeridgian clay, some Portlandian as well, which a lot of people don't always understand that there is some Portlandian soil, which is also shared in the area of Chablis, Petit Chablis really, on the plateau. And then silex, you know, which is the classic flinty soil that creates that really kind of sharp, sometimes gun smoke type, like aromatic profile on the wine.
Which I do get in this wine.
Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of that flintiness. There's a lot of dimension. There's a lot of raciness to the wine. There's a lot of polish on the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Intensity. It's really everything I want to drink. I'm going to drink it.
I will share this with you for sure.
Cheers. All right. Cheers.